the girls' careers now? Like, what do they do?
Please tell us. We don't know.
What do they do?
Yeah, really, we don't know. I know that Olivia sends me often very many photographs of herself and says, pick your fave.
It's like they get like 10 or 20 packages a day.
Last time I was here, this was all covered with like boxes and stuff.
This is just a mess.
Yeah.
This is too much stuff.
Woo! Welcome back. Still with us, the Culpo Sisters, Olivia, Sophia, and Aurora. That was a clip from their new reality series that takes us behind the scenes of their glamorous influencer lifestyles. And the sisters are sharing the limelight with their parents, Susan and Peter Culpo. Welcome to the Tam Fam. Peter, I read this quote. It said that you were happy being, quote, Rhode Island country bumpkins. What is a Rhode Island country bumpkin?
Just being in Rhode Island and doing what you do every day and just hanging around, you know, and then all this happened to us.
Did they consult with you?
No. No.
When did you realize that your daughters were so popular and that you were going to be dragged on this ride with them?
Oh, boy, well, here we are on a TV show. I mean, she walked in the door one day, I'm going to go out for Miss Rhode Island, and we kind of looked at her, well, what is that? I mean, a beauty pageant? And she did it and just won, and then it was like the next step and the next step and the next step. Now we're on your show.
No, well, I'm happy you're here. Susan, your role in this is so fascinating because you are an entertainer.
I am.
You play the viola, a different type of world, but an entertainer nonetheless. When Olivia entered the pageant world, that seems like okay, but then suddenly they are reality stars. How did you process that?
Well, first of all, the pageant was not something that I thought was a good idea. And as it turns out, it really did change all of our lives.
So you didn't initially think the pageant was a good idea?
I told her it was the dumbest thing she could ever do.
Really?
Oh, absolutely, I did.
And see, I thought because
I made her cry.
You made her cry?
Yes, but of course, then she won.
Yeah.
And then she won again,
Yeah.
and then she won again.
Yeah.
So we went on this incredible ride, and we're still on that ride because here we are now.
Did you ever tell her she was right, after all?
Not that, no, you want to know something now, because we will never know, will we? We'll never know. She could be in Rhode Island, we could have she could have kids next to me. You know what I mean? We could have been like a normal family in Cranston, Rhode Island. I don't know if that would have been good or bad. It sounds kind of good to me in some ways.
Don't be very honest,
I don't know.
Yes,
It's a
Peter.
huge trade-off. You know, we could have had like 20 grandchildren in Rhode Island, and now we're going to have 20 in like 30 different states or something.
Yeah.
You know, because they could be all over the country. That's a big trade-off.
Well, but here they are influencing Aurora using, you know, her voice, Sophia, Olivia. And in fact, Aurora, I know that a month into filming, you found yourself going through divorce.
Yes.
And that's a vulnerable state to be in with cameras all around you.
Definitely.
And we know the curses that are associated with so many reality shows in general. Marriage falls apart, family rifts. Did that scare you? Did it worry you at all?
Of course there were fears, but we made the commitment that we wanted to do this because we wanted to be vulnerable and be authentic and show the world that part, a different part of us that we weren't showing them from our social media. I hope that I can be influential in a good way by showing people that this doesn't have to be something tragic and see the support that I get from my sisters, and hopefully people kind of feel secondhand support through that.
I think that's right. So 5 years from now, since I'll ask them because they have no filters. Susan, 5 years from now, where will the family be? Will you be on your next season of the show? Will you still have this bond? Or will you fall into the trap that so many do? Where will you be in 5 years?
Yeah, who knows? But you know what? I have to say, I'm extremely proud of my entire family. I have 5 children. I have 2 boys also. And this is so much fun. I mean, how could I say, oh, poor me or poor us? No, we're so lucky. What a ride. And it's really all her fault. So.
She's pointing at you, Olivia. Peter.
Yeah, we go like this.
5 years from now, where will the Culpo crew be?
Well, we have 3 grandchildren now. Maybe in 5 years we'll have like 8. That would be pretty good.
Not mine. I'm done. I did my duties.
Yeah, and you know though, it's funny, the older you get, the more you just hope that nobody gets hurt. When you go to bed at night, everybody's healthy, and you realize that's the only thing that matters. When you go to bed tomorrow night, they're all still healthy. I'd rather look at it that way.
Oh, what a sweet thing. I know! Or you can catch the new reality series, The Cuplo Sisters, Monday nights on TLC. Check your local listings. And Good luck on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome, awesome.